When I married Emily, I thought I had found my forever. We weren't the flashy, dramatic couple you see in movies. Ours was a quiet kind of love. Nights spent cooking together, weekends walking in the park, small notes tucked in lunchboxes. I thought simplicity was enough. I thought I was enough. But I was wrong. It started with little things. Her phone face down at dinner, late-night texts that she claimed were just work, and her sudden obsession with girls' nights that seemed to grow longer and more frequent. I told myself I was overthinking. I told myself marriage had rough patches, that she just needed space. But the truth always has a way of clawing its way out. One evening, I overheard her on the phone. Her laugh was light, flirtatious, a version of her I hadn't seen directed at me in months. And then I heard the words that cut deeper than any blade. Relax, he only gets friendly hugs. That's all he deserves anyway. I froze. She was talking about me, her husband, the man who had given up sleep to work double shifts, who had held her through nights of doubt, who had built a home brick by brick with his own hands. And to her, I was someone who only deserved friendly hugs. Nothing more. Nothing deeper. Nothing real. I wanted to confront her, but before I could, fate stepped in. My best friend's wife, Rachel, had heard enough. She had been in the same room when Emily let her cruel words slip, and she was furious on my behalf. Later that night, Rachel pulled me aside, her voice sharp but full of fire. She said, "You only deserve friendly hugs?" Rachel scoffed, shaking her head. "No, John. You deserve more than that. You deserve a real woman who knows what loyalty, passion, and respect actually mean." Her words lit something inside me, not because I saw Rachel as the answer, but because she reminded me of something I had forgotten: my worth. I wasn't some placeholder husband waiting to be mocked. I was a man who had given everything, and I deserved more than empty gestures and hollow laughter behind my back. That night, lying awake beside a wife who had no idea her secret was slipping, I made a decision. If Emily thought I only deserved friendly hugs, then she was about to learn what it meant to lose the man who had carried her through storms. The following days felt like a test of my own patience. Emily carried on as if nothing had changed, smiling sweetly when she needed something, cold and distant when she thought I wasn't watching. She thought she had me fooled. But I had learned to see past the surface. Every late-night work call, every unexplained outing, every dismissive shrug, each was another nail in the coffin of the trust we once had. Rachel wasn't the type to stay silent either. She had seen enough to call things out directly, and one evening, while Emily was busy texting in the kitchen, Rachel leaned across the table toward me. "Are you really going to let her keep walking all over you?" she whispered. "She mocks you behind your back. She tells her friends you're boring, that you only deserve friendly hugs, as if intimacy with her is some kind of gift." I clenched my jaw, forcing myself not to look toward Emily. What am I supposed to do? Just confront her out of nowhere? Rachel's eyes narrowed. "No. You let her reveal herself. People like her always do. And when she does, you don't beg, you don't cry, you stand tall and show her what losing you really means." Her words echoed in my chest. For years I had been the quiet husband, the one who brushed things off, the one who let disrespect slide in the name of peace. But now I was done. That night, I watched Emily get ready for another so-called girls' night. She put on the kind of dress she hadn't worn for me in years, sprayed perfume as if she were heading to impress someone new, and glanced at me with that same dismissive smirk. "Don't wait up," she said casually, slipping her heels on. "And please, John, don't start acting like some jealous husband. You're better than that." Better than that. She had no idea how right she was. Hours later, Rachel called me. Her voice was tight, controlled, but burning with anger. "I just saw her," she said. "She's not with her friends. She's with him. The same man she laughs about with her coworkers. The same man she swore was just a friend." My chest tightened, not from surprise but from confirmation. Deep down, I had already known. I thanked Rachel for telling me, and as I hung up, a strange calm settled over me. This wasn't heartbreak anymore. It was clarity. Emily thought she was clever, hiding her betrayal behind fake excuses and mocking comments. But now the game had shifted. She believed she was in control, but she was about to see a version of me she never imagined existed. The next morning, Emily returned home, as if she had just conquered the world. Her hair was slightly out of place, her perfume faded, but her smile, smug and careless, was unmistakable. She tossed her purse on the counter and stretched like nothing was wrong. "Morning," she said casually, as though she hadn't just spent the night disrespecting our vows. I looked up from my coffee, my face calm, my voice steady. "Good night with your friends?" She froze for half a second, then forced a laugh. "Yeah, of course. We went out, had some drinks." "Why? Do I need to report my every move to you now?" That smirk of superiority had become her shield. But this time I didn't flinch. I leaned back, staring at her, letting the silence grow heavy until she shifted uncomfortably. "You know," I said slowly, "it's funny. You once told your friends I only deserve friendly hugs. You mocked me, thinking I'd never find out. But let me tell you something, Emily. You were right about one thing. I don't deserve friendly hugs. I deserve real love, real loyalty, real respect. And clearly none of that exists here." Her face drained of color. "What are you talking about?" I tilted my head, studying her. "Rachel saw you last night. Not with your girlfriends. With him. And you didn't even bother to hide it anymore. That's who you are now. A liar, a mocker, a woman who thinks betrayal makes her powerful." She stammered, anger flashing in her eyes. "So what? You think you can just walk away from everything we've built? You wouldn't survive without me." That's when I smiled, the cold, sharp smile that marked the end. "Emily, I already have. I survived every night of loneliness, every insult you threw, every moment you made me feel small. Surviving without you? That's the easy part." I stood, gathering the papers I had prepared, divorce documents already signed on my end. I placed them gently on the table, right next to her untouched coffee. "You wanted freedom. You wanted to treat me like an option. Congratulations. You got what you wanted. But here's the part you didn't expect. You don't get to mock me and keep me. You don't get to betray me and hold on to the life I built for you. It ends today." She reached out, her voice shaking now, the arrogance gone. "John, wait." But I didn't. I walked out, leaving her stunned in the silence she once claimed was better than being with me. And for the first time in years I felt free. Not because Rachel defended me, not because I exposed her lies, but because I finally remembered my worth.